Hello, and thank you for joining us today. We are talking about the Bible and how when you read the Bible, the literal words indicate that we are in the times of the end. And the writing is on the wall for our generation. The writing is on the wall from Daniel. We see that Daniel's writing on the wall is the same as it is for ours. But Daniel was actually told to seal up some of the words, or to seal up the words. It says, Daniel 12:4, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." This is a description of what the time of the end will be like. And I want to focus today on knowledge shall be increased. It said, God told Daniel to shut up the words and seal the book until a time, the time of the end. And it has two descriptors here. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And we live in the days where knowledge is increased. And we look around us, we have inventions upon inventions, knowledge stacked upon knowledge. The knowledge of the world is at our fingertips with the internet. And this is a new development. This is a chart for the knowledge throughout the history, the stores of knowledge. Let's say like a library, the library in Alexandria, the Smithsonian, they built up over time. But if you look at the end on the right side, you see 2000 AD. Just before that, we're looking at the 1800s, and it just shoots up. The knowledge increases. In this chart, you see that the knowledge has increased. And we can look at other charts really quickly. I'll go through them. This is like clock speed for microprocessors through the 70s, and then just shoots up after 2000. And then we have the human genome. How many can be sequenced per US dollar? And we see them increasing greatly after 2009. And the prime numbers, computers, we have looked for the largest digit, the most digits in a prime number, and we see in the 1950s it's at about 1,000. In 2010 we're at 10 to the 7 power. That is a huge increase in knowledge. And again, we use that knowledge to build things. And we have electromechanical relay tubes, vacuum tubes, all the way to the transistor and then to the integrated circuit. Knowledge is definitely increasing over this time period, and so has our ability to store that knowledge. You can see here coming off of a plane was the huge, looks like a filing cabinet, but it is a 350 disk file system with only 5 megabytes of storage from 1956. And here next to it, we have a 128 gigabyte micro SD card, the size of your fingernail. Increase in knowledge. We know just by being around on this earth, we know that there has been a massive increase in knowledge over the past century. We know that. Let's look at the definition for the information age, which is the age that we live in. It is actually called the information age. The Merriam-Webster dictionary definition of the information age, the modern age, this age that we live in now, regarded as a time in which information has become a commodity, quickly and widely disseminated. That is the age that we live in, the information age. It said there would be an increase in knowledge, and we live in the age that is actually called the information age. So what's the definition of information according to Merriam-Webster? Again, the communication or reception of knowledge or intelligence. So I say to you, we do live in the age of information, the age of knowledge. We do live in the age of the increase in knowledge. And we see that from 2 Timothy as well, where it talked about the end times. It says in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." And if I skip all the way down to verse 7, it says, "Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth." That is describing the people of the last days. And that describes the people of this day. They are ever learning, but they are never able to come to a knowledge of the truth. The writing is on the wall for our generation. The writing is on the wall for us. The increase in knowledge is all around us. It was foretold in the Bible. Daniel 12:4, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased," and knowledge has been increased. not in the 1200s, not in the 1300s or 1500s, even in this day and age, in our time. In our time, from the late 1800s, it just exploded through the 1900s and is continuing. The increase in knowledge is for our generation. The writing is on the wall for us. The books were sealed until the time of the end, where knowledge would be increased, and we see that now. Are the books unsealed? Is that why we can see this now? It says they were sealed until the time of the end. But we know that the writing is on the wall for our generation. It says knowledge shall be increased at the time of the end, and here we are. We are at the age where knowledge has been increased. So we'll look at the rest of this verse in the next video. Thank you for joining us. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. You can see more of my videos at signoffire.com or yeshuaiscoming.com. Thank you for joining us, because Jesus is coming. Thank you.